This is Crystal Stanich, and thank you for joining me for this week's First Chapter Friday. Today, I will be reading from the first chapter of Surviving the Shark by Jonathan and Margaret Kathrein. Hope you enjoy. Chapter 1, Journey to the Coast. I learned that life is fragile, and we have to treat each other well because we don't know when our life or the lives of those we care about will be gone. From Don't Fear the Shark by Jonathan Kathrein. How did I find myself in the jaws of a shark? Don't things like this always happen to someone else? It all began with my love of water. Growing up in Illinois, I dreamed of being a surfer. I had never seen the ocean, but I knew I loved it. I fell asleep at night listening to the Beach Boys and imagining I could hear the sound of crashing waves. When I was 4 years old, my friend Logan moved to San Diego. I thought of him surfing and wanted that to be me. Looking back on the day of the attack, it was a formative day in my life. I think about the shark even now, and I know I will never forget it. I'm married now and I have a child. As a husband and father, I appreciate life more fully through the unique perspective of my experience with the shark and my survival. Wednesday, August 26th, 1998, Stinson Beach, California. Last shark sighting, Sunday, August 19th. The sign at the edge of the beach attracted little attention. Most of the surfers rushed past without noticing it as they jogged to the water, boards tucked under their arms. The message fluttered on the salt-washed post. Shifting sands showed no footprints anywhere near it. Things had been quiet for the past few days. Stinson Beach, with its white sand and gentle waves, seemed an unlikely place to find the greatest predator of the deep. Fog spread over the north coast. Temperatures soared and summer heat scorched the inland valleys. But along the coast, it stayed cool. White water sprayed off the waves and strands of kelp had washed up onto the beach. The sky was gray. Waves offshore at Duxbury Reef could be seen from Stinson Beach. Wind swells were rolling into the beach with waves breaking close to shore. Powerful currents and tides swept along the coast. The Golden Gate Bridge was wrapped in fog. Cars jammed the roads to and from the beach. The front page of the morning newspaper showed a surfer riding a wave with the headline, "Fog and Wind Advisory for the Coast." The photo showed an ocean that looked wild and windblown, but that was nothing new. Ocean currents here along the north coast are almost always strong. It looked like a great day for surfing. I didn't want to miss it. I was 16, enjoying the newfound freedom of my driver's license, and it was the last day of summer vacation. School would start the next day, and I'd be a junior in high school. Now that I had my license, Mom let me start driving to the beach. I checked the weather forecast, and everything looked good. The National Weather Service had issued a fog advisory for the coast. It was a typical August day along the north coast of California. On the east coast, Hurricane Bonnie made landfall with heavy rain and high surf lashing the coastline. High winds reached up to 115 miles per hour, and waves topped out as high as 59 feet. Forecasters warned of severe weather everywhere in the east. Late summer weather could be volatile on every coast. California surfers know the Pacific Ocean is mostly flat through the summer months, but Sean and I didn't mind. The more experienced surfers become hopeful and excitement increases when waves start to pick up in late August. At times, long period swells might come off Japan or from a storm in New Zealand, bringing in some good surf. Conditions on the ocean could change in a few hours or even minutes. We'd be happy to be at the beach no matter what. We were not experienced surfers, but we were eager to learn. Early that morning, I called the beach to ask the lifeguards about the latest conditions for Stinson Beach. From the tower, they said the waves looked inconsistent, with an occasional solid peak and a moderate local wind. The recent swell was fading, but it didn't really matter to me. My tide calendar, a paper booklet with the tide charts for each day, predicted it would be low tide when we got to the beach. Perfect for catching waves. I always check the conditions before heading out because the Pacific Ocean can be dramatic and unpredictable, with shifting weather, currents, and winds influencing the waves. On warm days, rising summer heat draws the fog in over the coast. In August, the Pacific can be flat or rough, and it can change in a minute. Cold water and powerful waves can be treacherous for anyone who is not prepared. Unexpected things can happen, and no one can predict what a day at the ocean will bring, especially for a 16-year-old boy who had grown up in Illinois before moving to the coast. And that is the beginning of Chapter 1 of Surviving the Shark. If you would like to know what happens next, download this title on Hoopla. Thank you, and have a great day.